This bit is just for Gabriella Gibson. Gabby, look me in my eyes. You were the best. You were the greatest. The GOAT. The greatest of all time. And don't you ever let anybody ever tell you any freaking different. Do you understand? Okay, mic drop. Roll clip. Hey, what's up? Hello, it's me, Katie. But for this video, call me Gabby, okay? Because we're living our life as Gabby, okay? From Gabby Reads, from my fictional world. Have you followed her yet? No? You're banned. You're blocked. Exiled. If you don't follow Gabby, we don't want you here. Absolutely not. She is everything. I've been watching her channel for like 5 or 6 years. Like ever since she started, I've been watching her. And I love her. So many of my thriller and mystery recommendations have come from her. Like, you have no freaking idea how many books I've picked up because of her and bought because of her. But anyway, for this video, what I'm going to be reading is 2 audiobooks, and they are going to be The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon and also Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Now, another one that I did half audio, half physical is Long Bright River by Liz Moore. I did half and half, and then the other 2 are going to be physical reads, and that is going to be The Midnight Library by Matt Haig and also The Push by Ashley Audrain. I am so excited for you guys to see this video. It's been a long time in the making. I loved making it so much. And anyway, let's just roll right in because I'm sure the video is going to be like an hour long. It's February 9th, and I'm going to pick up my first book for reading Gabby's favorites, and it's going to be The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I'm going to go on a walk, even though it is a little chilly. It is the warmest it's been in months, though, and I so miss reading and walking around my neighborhood, so we're going to try to do that, see if we can make it in this, like, 50-something degree weather, and I'm going to walk to my free library and donate When Dimple Met Rishi. It's a very good book, but I'm not going to reread it, so I'm going to donate it to someone else. Fuck this book. This is a little sad. Okay, I've read enough of the book that I can tell you what it's about. So, this is about a girl named Nora Seed, weird name, but we'll move past it, who has a really shitty life. Like, to be honest, her life really sucks, and she deals with a lot of anxiety and has a lot of regret over the anxiety that she has in her life because every time she's about to make a decision, she flakes out, she backs out, she can't do it, she can't deal with the stress. And through her life, she's just like, what if I had done this? What if I had done that? Like, I would be so much happier, I would be so much farther in my life, I'd be successful. And one day, she, after a lot of bad things happen, she decides to kill herself. And once she takes the overdose, she wakes up in a library, the Midnight Library, and there is her old, like, elementary school librarian there telling her, there's like all these amounts of books, and it's telling her all of these books are different ways your life could have gone if you'd made different decisions. And there's like billions and billions of books. Like, there's as many books and lives as there are possibilities. So there's one book that's her book of regrets. And she says, okay, go through that and tell me a regret you'd like to change. And whatever she says, she picks a book and hands it to her and says, this is where you would be on this day if you had made that decision. And she's flipping through and going through. I'm assuming that what this book is actually about is getting this girl, Nora, to realize that no matter what decisions she made, she'd still be the same person. I don't know. All I know is that it's like she is dying in the real world, and in her head, she's in this library. I don't know how it's going to end. I have no idea. I am on page 120. So I got really far into it. This is very compulsively readable. The chapters are very short. They're very intriguing. There's like barely any downtime. The only time there's any downtime is when it's kind of getting a little bit more philosophical, which is very good. And like, I am not somebody that physically reads very quickly. And the fact that I got over a third of the way into this book in one day is shocking to me. Like, I didn't want to put it down. This is reading a little bit more like 4 out of 5 stars for me because I'm not as emotionally involved in the story as I want to be. This is, when people said that this is like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, the way that I can see that that's true is that this really reminds me of Henry. So if you really loved Henry from The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, then this book, like if you enjoyed that storyline, this book is going to be for you. Henry was like one of the lower parts of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue for me. So this book, I'm very intrigued by it. I hope that I get even more emotionally invested. I am enjoying it intellectually, but emotionally it isn't touching me the way I think it has for other people. So as of right now, it's a 4 out of 5. I'll either hit you up later when I am quite a ways into it, or I'll hit you up when I'm done with it, depending on how fast I read it, and let you know what I think. It is February 12th, and I finished. Is it February 12th or is it February 13th? I think it's the 12th. It's the 12th, and I finished This Is How You Look. Wow, I finished The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I am having a day, as you can tell. I am very confusion. I don't know what's happening. All I know, wow, this is going great. I finished this book, and I am going to give it a 3.5. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm going to give it a 3.5 because I emotionally did not really connect with this book the way that I think a lot of other people did. The people that give this 5 stars, they really connected to it in their heart, in their emotions. I didn't. I intellectually really liked this book. It didn't really touch me. I will give it so much credit for the fact that this really pulled me out of a physical reading slump, which is hard to do because it takes me a long time to physically read. And I really blew through this book. I think I was like, it's upside down. This video is going so great. This whole clip, I'm keeping it in. Can't stop me. I was like this far through and I finished the whole thing last night. And for me, that's absolutely astonishing. So this book really did that for me. I liked it. I understand why Gabby likes it so much. I totally understand. I think that she is a little bit more of like an emotional reader, or at least like connects with emotional things in that way. So I'm glad that I picked this up because of her recommendation. Even though it is not a 5-star book for me, I still am very, very happy that I read it. Thank you for recommending it, Gabby. And let's move on to our next pick. Now that I finished my first book, The Midnight Library, for this reading vlog, I am actually going to go ahead and pick up the second one, even though I was planning on spacing this out. I'm actually picking this up to avoid reading Ruin and Rising, which you've already seen that vlog, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to pick up that book, so I'm not going to. I'm going to pick this up instead. Remember when I said I was going to start reading this book? No, didn't happen. It's February 22nd now. Haven't even started it, but I am going to go on a walk, even though it is 6:30 p.m. So it's going to be dark and cold. Love that for me. But you know, we have the itch to do it. So I'm actually going to pick up The Push by Ashley Audrain. I have no idea. It's a debut novel. Gabby recently gave it 5 stars and said now it's a favorite thriller. And I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I don't know if I told you that already in this video, but I asked her if she thought I would like it, and she said she didn't think I would like it because it's very slow. But I was like, you know what? Let's roll the dice. Watch this be the one that I give 5 stars out of the whole video. I only got to page 20, but that is chapter 6 because it was freezing outside. Oh my God. So I was only out there for like 20 to 25 minutes, but I still have absolutely no idea what's happening. The best guess I have right now is that it is about a failed marriage. But the thing is, you're following those two people in kind of like flashbacks, but then you're also having flashbacks of like their parents and their parents' parents and like generationally effed up things that happen, but you have no idea what's happening. Like literally, like the chapters are like a page and a half, but you won't realize until half a page into the chapter who they might be talking about. So I'm very confused, but I am very intrigued. Hey, what's up? I'm in my car with the best camera angle of all time. That one's a lie, but with the best friend of all time, Grace. Have you seen her in a minute?
Hi.
No. We're sorry about that.
Okay.
I had 2 packages at the post office. It's 2 books.
This was a no.
Does it say what it is? Because if it says what it is, I won't read it until after.
Do you want me?
I'll just look at the book and then I'll read it.
It just says it's a duology.
It's a duology?
Oh, this is so cute.
Oh, it starts with a Savage song!
Nice.
Oh my God, these are fucking stunning! I mean, to be honest, if you want the books because you really love them and you want my paperback set, you can have them. If not, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be sick.
Yay!
Okay, yeah.
Hi Katie, I saw these on your wish list and had to get them for you. I absolutely love this duology and thought I'd pay it forward. Love your content and your whole vibe. Stay awesome. A happy subscriber from Mackenzie Null. Mackenzie, are you the book whisperer? Because we were literally just talking about this and she was like, well, I need the physical book because they don't have it on Libby for audio. And I was like, yeah, I've only like physically read them. I've never listened to the audio. And we were planning on buddy reading these. And now you made this happen.
Yeah, right?
Unboxing done for this part of the video. We're gonna go into the bookstore, so bye. I am 70 pages into the push, and as far as I can tell, this is very Sharp Objects vibes. It's very psychological thriller. Like, so far, the emotions are very gritty. These are emotions that people don't want to talk about. Like, so far, what it is you're kind of, it's very confusing. Very confusing. You're following a couple different characters throughout a couple different generations, and it's about a wife and a husband and their like tumultuous kind of Gone Girl marriage, and how the woman has a baby and how she's dealing with these emotions nobody wants to talk about, like that she doesn't want to be a mom, she doesn't want to deal with it, and that she is afraid of turning into her mother, and kind of the process of her doing just that. And it's so good so far. Gabby, this was such a good recommendation so far. Like, I'm only on page 70, but I am really, really loving it. I have absolutely no idea where this could possibly be going, but if it goes into more of a Gillian Flynn vibe, then, oh dear God, this is gonna be 5 out of 5 stars. But other than that, it is February 23rd, and the audiobook for Anxious People just came in on Skip the Line, because I did have like 14 more weeks to wait for it, maybe even 16, and it came in on Skip the Line, and I'm so excited. So I'm actually going to be reading both of her books like at the same time. And I don't know what Anxious People is about. I believe that it's about a group of people that are being held hostage during a bank robbery. That's all I know. Or I believe that's what it's about. The book is very short. It's only like 9.5 hours long. So I think I'm just going to hit you up when I'm like a couple hours in, tell you what it's about, and then probably just catch up with you when I review it in the end. I don't know, depending on how many emotions I have. But anyway, let's get to it. I had to pop in real quick. I'm 72% of the way through Anxious People, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but this just got me. Like, if you've read the book, when Estelle is talking about how it's taking her husband so long to park the car, and how she was like, I wish you would hurry up because I didn't think I would have to go through this alone. Why is it that little part, like that one page just freaking got me? Anyway, it's 3 a.m. and I just finished the book. 5 stars. It was so good. So good. Here's the thing. What is the difference? Like, what is it about The Midnight Library where I gave 3 stars and Anxious People that I am gonna give 5 stars and love forever? And they're both about suicide. I don't know. I think it's that in the Midnight Library, I don't like persistently being in that feeling of like just that the anxiety of being in that feeling of like, I don't know. But in Anxious People, like having that anxiety of like not being good enough and just trying so hard. And that's the thing. In Anxious People, the people in this book are trying so hard to be good enough, to live, to just fucking survive. And it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. And like, it's so good. Like, it is about this hostage situation and Anxious People, but it isn't even just about that. It's just about like all of these people just trying to survive their lives and not even recognizing that other people might be feeling that way. And the fact that it's all of them coming together and kind of brushing against each other's lives and being like, oh, you're also hurting. Oh, you're also struggling. Oh, your life is hard too. Oh, okay, so is mine. I see you. I recognize you. I feel your pain, even if I can't really feel your pain. And it's so beautiful. And it's so good. And I definitely recommend it. I think Frederick Bachman's writing is so stunning. It is so much more relatable than I thought it would be. When I hear of like Beartown and A Man Called Ove, I'm like, oh, I'm sure those are like literary fiction that's gonna be too above my reach. But it's not. Anxious People is so good, and I'm gonna go and buy, or I don't know, I need the physical copy just to have it in my life because it was so touching. Like, obviously, it's gonna sit with me for a while. And it's 3 a.m. now. And I don't know if I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm either gonna fall asleep immediately because I'm gonna be so emotional, or I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep because I'm so emotional. I don't think there's anything else that I could say that's not gonna spoil it, but it's just, it's not a book where you really need to know anything about the characters or the plot. It doesn't matter. There is going to be something that's going to touch you. Like, you could be the coldest person, you could be the most emotional person. There is something about this book that is going to touch you. There's so many characters in it. There's so much to talk about. There's just so, it's written so beautifully. If you have anxiety, it's going to rip you apart. If you don't have anxiety, it's going to rip you apart. Seeing the people in your life that do have anxiety and seeing a fraction of what they deal with. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop. 5 out of 5 stars. End of list. Little two-prong update. It is Friday, February 26th. I just got to page 100, and we are just now being slapped in the face with that psychological thriller shit. Like, this is kind of like a Lucifer moment, where I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the daughter of this girl, she doesn't feel a connection to her. And then as the daughter's getting a little bit older and she gets to be like 5 years old, the mom is like, I think there's something wrong with her. Like, she doesn't act like other kids. So you're kind of looking from the perspective of the mom being like, is she just thinking this because she doesn't feel like a mom, or is the kid actually messed up? And it's so good. And also, Gabby just hit me up today, messaged me and said, I know it's late notice because it's like almost the end of February, but would you want to participate in my live show for the book troupe when we read The Minders by John Mars? And I was like, I mean, I would be honored. I would be honored. Thank you so much. Because one, we love Gabby. Like, love her. But also, I mean, clearly I'm making this whole freaking video about her. But also, I love John Mars. I love John Mars. He is a thriller author that's like on another mother level. I've read 3 of his books, loved all of them. The one and The Passengers are the best so far. I have not read The Minders, but it came out less than a year ago. It came out like last July, I want to say. And I completely forgot because I was planning on reading it the second it came out. Now it's been like 8 months, LOL. But I am going to be doing that with her, and there's no dates or anything. Hopefully this video will be out by then. Hopefully. But I'm so excited about that, and that's just so crazy that like I was like literally going to update you about this, and then she messaged me that. Anyway, I'm pumped. Also, I wanted to show you real quick that last night I began my spread for Gabby's favorites and I did the opening page and oh my God, it looks so cute. Like I did the absolute most. This took me a very long time and I am obsessed with it. I got a knock on my door and this just appeared, okay? Wisconsin Cheese Mart. I was like, somebody knows me and they know where I live. I am obsessed with cheese because it is one of the only things that doesn't really have carbs in it, and I'm a diabetic, so I eat a lot of it. It's from Amazon. You can buy cheese on Amazon? What? Nibbler Gift Crate by Wisconsin Cheese Mart. From David Colson! Oh my God, this is from my dad! Oh my God, I love my dad. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, Dad. Absolute beast. What the heck? Oh my God, I love my parents so freaking much. Oh my God. This is the best thing I've ever been given in my freaking life. Oh my God, this is so cute. Sharp cheddar, my favorite. Extra sharp vintage cheddar. We freaking love to see it. Colby. Edam, I've never had Edam, but it looks like that might just be the name of it, and it's just a semi-hard cheese. Love to freaking, ooh, Gouda! Smoked Gouda! Oh my God! I'm so happy! There's not even a note. They just sent me cheese. Like, your parents could never. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a weird part of this video, because it has nothing to do with books, but, like, it doesn't need to, because, hello? Books, wine, and cheese are all those are my top tier. Okay, so thank you so much, Mom and Dad.
Surprised that way, and I'm very excited to announce that my co-host for this month is going to be Katie Colson, who is another booktuber. You might know her. We have very quickly become close friends because she participated in the summer.
Look how cute we look next to each other. Aww.
We've just gotten to be really close friends. She's really, really awesome. Her channel's growing very quickly, and it's so well deserved because she's such a queen. And her videos just make me happy. Like they just make me inspired. I adore her, and so yeah, she's gonna be my co-host for the Minders. I'm eternally grateful, and I can't wait to have her on the channel.
Can't wait to be there. Gabby, are you kidding me? Oh my God, I woke up today and realized that I forgot to tell you that last night I picked up Long Bright River, and I forgot to say that, and I actually got to page 122. Unheard of. Are you kidding me? And I was like, wow, I'm not really doing a super good job vlogging this, but this is obviously one of Gabby's favorites. And then right when I was about to tell you this and turn on my camera, this video popped up, and I was like, this is just kismet. Like, Gabby, really out here, you know? But, I'm so excited about that. Like, my camera, I'm just like freaking floating all around the place. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. I'm gonna hit you up in a little bit with, what Long Bright River is about. It's a little bit farther in the day now, and I'm on page 172, and I'm gonna tell you what this is about. So, Long Bright River by Liz Moore is about two sisters. I mean, obviously, like, have you seen a Gabby video? She loves the sister dynamic. So this is about Casey, who has a severe addiction to opioids, like severe addiction. And her sister, Mickey, who has found her overdosed plenty of times. And Casey will just disappear. And Mickey is a patrol officer in Philadelphia during a huge opioid crisis and is constantly having to find her sister and take her to the hospital and do all this stuff. And the latest time she's like, listen, Casey needs to figure her own shit out. Like she needs to save herself. But then a bunch of people are being murdered in Philadelphia, but it looks like it's overdose, but it's actually murders. So Mickey, the patrol officer, all of a sudden becomes obsessed with finding her sister because she's like, she's going to be the next body I find. Like every time a body is reported and she goes there, she's like, it's going to be my sister. It's going to be my sister. So it just takes over her life, her trying to figure out where her sister is, which of course is an addiction. So you're dealing with one sister being addicted to opioids and the other one being addicted to like acts of service, basically, or being in control or being loving. And I am really, really liking it so far. I think that this book is so easily told. Like, it's so easy to get through. I'm absolutely surprised. This is also one of the prettiest books I've ever seen in my goddamn life. But a couple things I'm really liking. It's slow, but it's not. It's weird. It's a very fast story, but it's like a kind of slow burn. Anyway, I really enjoy the depiction of addiction, and I really enjoy the depiction of the sisterhood so far, and kind of like the loyalty of family, even when you don't. Like, even when your loyalty is to drugs or your loyalty is to your job, you still have like a loyalty to your family. And then I also really enjoy Mickey has a new partner because her old partner, or her actual partner, broke his leg. So I really love the relationship between her and Truman, her old partner, and her, and I forgot his name. Damn it. We haven't talked about him in like 17 chapters so far. He's in the beginning of the book, but her relationship with the new guy, very interesting. I really love the character development. Like, I think that the emotional development so far of the characters is really, really good. I really like that. I like that there's also this like murder mystery that's happening. I'm only like a third of the way into the book, and I'm already like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So I am going to walk around a Half Price Books, even though I don't need anything. Like, I don't think I'm going to buy anything, but I'm going to walk around, and I'm actually going to listen to the audio while I do that. And then I'll hit you up after I go to a couple bookstores and tell you what's happening in the book. I'm using one of my Gabby reads to hold open one of my other Gabby reads. I am on page 199. I just finished this page, so I'm on page 200 of The Push. Oh my God. It's so creepy, and it's so messed up. Like, whoo, like, do you see? Like, well, this is because my blood sugar's low, but it just, like, it fits the vibe, you know? Like, this is such a good book, and Gabby was right. It's slow, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Like, this is such Sharp Objects vibes. Like, I'm really, really adoring this book. I got to page 223 while I was laying on my bed just now, but... you know, listen, I'm on my period, so I'm going to take a bath while I wait for my spicy ramen to arrive, because we're having that kind of day, and I'm going to read this book. I have so many things I want to say about this book. I really wish that this was a spoiler, like, filled vlog, because I have so many things I want to say, and I want to talk to Gabby about this book so bad, but I can't. And I just have, oh God, I'm writing notes because I love this so much. Like, I will be absolutely shocked if this does not remain a 5-star by the end. Like, I don't even know what could possibly happen in this book for it not to be 5 stars. The ramen has arrived. We have our spicy miso broth. We have, I don't even remember what I ordered, but it looks good. And then some fresh garlic, always. And, oh my gosh, they're little octopus balls. Yay! I'm so excited. I love this stuff. Is this not the life? We have a super creepy psychological thriller, we have ramen, we have octopus little balls, and we have sparkling rosé. I mean, ladies. That's the end? That's the end? Ashley Audrain, I need answers. I don't need sleep. I need answers. I need a sequel. Like, oh my God, the ending of this book is... what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. Oh my God. Oh, I need to take a minute. I need to make a cocktail. I need to gather my thoughts, because I literally have the exact same reaction as I did to the ending of Sharp Objects, which is just staring at the book going, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. Okay. Let's talk about this book. The first thing that I want to say, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to say this, but this book needs hella trigger warnings. Like, I really feel the way that people feel about recommending A Little Life to somebody. Like, they can't recommend it to people because it's so messed up. That's how I feel about this book. I have actively told 2 of my very close friends not to read this book. I literally, one of my close friends, her mom read this and absolutely loved it and told her about it. And then the next day was like, don't read it. This is just not something that I think there's just a lot of people in this world that I don't think can handle this book. And And that being said, it is a 5-star. I truly believe that I do think I am going to put this on my favorites of all time. I'm not sure yet because I need to sit on it for a second, but like, this book was so phenomenally written. I cannot believe that this is a debut novel. Like, it's just stunning. Every line of this is stunning. It is a very short book, very short chapters, but you just keep having to set the book down and walk away because each sentence is so like gut-wrenching and like really just makes you think like, wow. It makes you think so much. And when people say that they binged this, I'm like, how emotionally did you handle that? I don't even understand. And it's not emotionally like, oh, it's so sad. It's just like so messed up and just gut punching. And the idea of this is stuff people don't talk about. And the trigger warnings that I want to mention, there are plenty of trigger warnings, but the biggest one is that I think that if you are a new mother, do not read this book. And I don't want that to hype people up to read it. I'm being serious. Like, I'm dead ass telling you, if you are a new mother or if you're pregnant, if you want to have a baby, even if your baby is like newborn to like 4 years old, do not read this. If you're like a new father, don't read this book. I'm serious. Like, it's going to dig inside your brain and you're not going to be able to get it out. And that's the point of the book, to dig inside your head and be like, are these things that you've thought? Is this something that you think? Are you a bad mom? Are you a bad mother? Like, is your baby horrible? Does your baby love you? Do you love your baby? It's very messed up and it's so good, but like, at what price? Do you know what I'm saying? I need that to be known. I also think that if you have problems with your own mother, if you have a bad relationship with your mom or a struggling relationship, this might be too close to home. I don't think that it's like, oh, if you're a new mom and it's like, oh, you're not a bad bitch if you can't handle this. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, you can't handle it because the book is formulated around messing with you. It is. And like, somebody who is having a baby, has just had a baby, is not equipped to handle this, and that's nothing against that person. This book is there to torture you, and don't do it to yourself. Like, I'm begging you, I know I will not stop saying this, but like, I'm begging you not to read this if you have a baby. Don't do it. Like, you're never gonna be the same, and your life is not, you just don't do it to yourself. I need to stop saying that. Anyway, I'm so happy that Gabby recommended this book on her channel. I really don't hear anybody talk about this book, and she told me that she didn't think I would like it because it was slow, and it's gonna be so funny because I'm literally willing to bet you that this is gonna be like my favorite book. If there's a better book in this vlog, I'm gonna be shook. So like, Gabby, God bless you. Oh my God, I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you, Gabby. I just got the box in the mail with the minders, and take a look at how freaking ginormous it is. Don't let this fool you though. It's actually just full of bubble mailers and then the book, but I had to buy these bubble mailers because I saw on Amazon that they sell all black bubble mailers. Needed those. Anyway, let's open it. Oh my God. I'm obsessed. These are gorgeous. Why am I living my best life right now? These are so beautiful. Oh my God, eBay has never been more exciting. Yes! Oh my God, I love it. I love it. 5 strangers guard our secrets. Only 4 can be trusted. The Minders, a novel by John Mars. Hello? This is so pretty. The back of it leaves a lot to be desired. That font is not it, sis. But look at this. Oh my God, I actually can't wait to go and see what this looks like next to the one and the passengers. Also, it got dinged up. Not a big deal. I can't wait to read this with Gabby. I'm so excited. Grace ordered this book on Thrift Books, and it should be coming in probably a couple weeks from now, or like hopefully less than 2 weeks from now. And then Olivia said that she was also going to pick it up. And I think I'm planning on buddy reading this with Olivia and Grace. And I am going to physically read it instead of listening to the audio. I might do both, but I'm definitely going to physically read it because I want to annotate, and I'm just so freaking excited about this live show. Like, I can't even tell you. I forgot that I was reading this book today, and then I started reading it again, and let me tell you, I don't trust any of these hoes. I don't trust any of these hoes. I don't trust any of these men, is what I should say. Any of these men, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And it's because I love this main character so much. I love her. Like, this book, Liz Moore, has really made me, like, absolutely adore Mickey and absolutely adore Casey. I'm like, I want to protect them at all costs. They're amazing. And these men, all of them, every single one except Thomas, every single man, I don't trust them. We have a little impromptu book unboxing. These are also books I bought for myself, but when I went to Half Price Books to pick them up, because I ordered them from like other Half Price Books in the state, I didn't realize that it was going to be like all bagged up. And she said, do you want to open them and see if you like them? I was like, no, I want the surprise. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to show you what I got. I'm so freaking excited. Okay. Ooh, it looks beautiful. Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna Maguire. Oh, stunning. Ah, it's blurred by V.E. Schwab. We love to see it. What did she say? She said, Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna Maguire is one of the most extraordinary stories I've ever read. Agreed. Ooh, okay. And the next one, oh, this one's bigger. Okay. This is In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire. Oh my God, this is so pretty. Ooh, okay. Down Among the Sticks and Bones. This one feels the best. Like, why is this one so matte? I'm obsessed. Yes. Okay. I'm so excited to read that series. Like, I've read Every Heart a Doorway in February. Favorite of all time. The Strange Case, The Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. This is stunning. This is absolutely brand new. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. I love it. Oh my God. These are my favorite colors. Stop. This is so pretty. Okay, the other two, which I have not read yet. Yay! The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl. Oh, this is fucking huge. God damn. This one is also from Dallas, Texas. This has got to be the third one because what in the world? This is absolutely ginormous. How many pages is this? Good Lord. This is brand new. Do you hear? Oh, Song of the Angels. This is 706 pages. Pray for me. This is what I spent. I won a contest at my job, and this is what I bought with the gift card that I got for winning the contest. And I'm so happy. It's March 6th. When did I finish this book? I don't even remember. I'm sorry. I completely forgot to do a review about this. I don't even know what I've been doing for the past couple days. Oh, I've been reading Act Your Age, Eve Brown. That's what's been happening. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is I have Gabby's video pulled up where she reviewed this book. So I'm going to watch that and see if I agree with everything she said and like if we share the same thoughts. Okay, first thing I want to say is look at these eyebrows, look at this clear skin, this hair, oh my God, looking so freaking cute. And then next to the most stunning book cover of all time, like hold up. This is a whole vibe.
So much. I loved the main character's relationship with her sister, and it was freaking heartbreaking.
I totally agree. That's something that I really felt about Long Bright River was that I loved the characters. Like, I loved all of the characters. Like, literally, like, even if somebody wasn't supposed to be a good person, I was just so down to ride. Maybe it's because they seemed like such real people, and I really, really wanted the best for all of them. Like, I felt like this book was not necessarily like, oh, this is characters. It was like you were reading about real people. And actually, that is exactly how I feel. Like, it did feel like this was like a documentary, and these were all real people. I would recommend both ways. Reading it physically was incredibly fast, but then also I was listening to the audio, which is very helpful for one big reason, and that's because there's no quotation marks in this book. When somebody's talking, there's no quotations. It just is like it's not a run-on sentence. It's just, there's no quotation marks, and it's not frustrating like how it is in normal people, because in this, actually, let me show you. So say, like, no, says the man. No, I say again. Like, it's like broken up with these little dashes. So it's not difficult, and it actually makes the pages and the story blow by so much faster. Like, you'd think it would be frustrating, but it's really not. But if that is something that really frustrates you, then the audio is obviously the way to go, because you don't notice it in the audio, because it just sounds like the person who's narrating it makes it clear. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
But I think you have to go into this book knowing that it's not really a thriller, even though it's being marketed as a thriller. It's more of like a slow burn mystery, and it has like a literary fiction writing style.
I think Gabby's totally right. It's not a thriller. I don't know why they say it's a thriller. It's definitely more of a like contemporary drama. Like it's familial drama. It really, technically, she's a cop and there's like a murder mystery going on, but that's not what anybody cares about in the book. Like the cop doesn't care about finding this murder, does not give a single shit, honestly. She just wants to find her sister and make sure that her sister is not one of the people who's died and isn't, just binging out on opioids. And it's very, very stunning. I think the depiction of addiction is very good. It's very good. So the thing for me is that I wanted to fight for these characters so bad. I loved every single character. Casey, and Mickey, I wanted such good things for them. Miss Mason, Thomas, I just loved all the characters. I think that they were written very realistically. That is something that for this book, deserves a higher rating because I was going to give it 3.5. And then I was like, no, I'm going to give it 4 stars because this was seriously like a documentary. This read like these were real people and I wanted to fight for them. And I really, really love it. And also, I'm so sad that I don't want to keep this book because I know I say, oh, is this my favorite cover of all time? But no, dead ass, this is my favorite cover I've ever seen, period. Look at how good. I just look next to this cover. Look at my nails with this cover. Are you kidding me? These are my favorite colors. This is just stunning. I need to stop talking about it. I'm obsessed. I want to keep the book just because it's pretty. But I'm not going to do that, Katie. I'm not going to do that. Okay, anyway, I feel like I've been talking for 5 minutes. So we're going to end the clip here. I wanted to pop in to talk about a book that I'm not reading for this reading vlog, but I did read because of Gabby. So I have heard her gush about the Nightingale so many times, in so many videos. And I picked this up 2 months ago because of her. And this is now one of my favorite books I've ever read in my life. 5 out of 5 stars, favorite of all time. This is also the book that hands down has made me cry the hardest out of anything that I've ever read, period. I've had other books where there's moments that make me cry really hard, or maybe I'm drunk and I cry really hard. But this book, no, I was sobbing for a whole 100 pages. I was sobbing. They're making a movie about this at the end of the year and I'm so excited. But anyway, all that to say, this is something that I picked up because of Gabby's recommendation and I absolutely adored it. And I was looking at my bookshelf and thinking, I want to talk about this. I just want to highlight this and say that I didn't read it for this vlog, but it was an absolutely amazing experience. And then also I just now, literally just now, finished Act Your Age, Eve Brown. And I had originally picked up Get a Life, Chloe Brown because of Gabby and her recommendations. And that's the only romance I've ever given 5 stars. So that was a great recommendation from her. And then I just finished Act Your Age, Brown, and I was surprised by how much I loved it. And I'm going to give it 4 stars. But it was just some random Gabby content that I was like, I might as well put this in this vlog. So I am going to start on my way to work. I'm going to start the audio for The Winter People. And I don't know anything about what it's about, except that Gabby said that it genuinely scared her. So I'm listening to the audio. Hopefully I'll get the same experience from the audio. She read it physically, so my experience is going to be a little bit different than hers, but I am going to start that today and hopefully hit you up today with what it's about, but I don't think I'll be able to get that far into it. We'll see. I got to chapter 11 of 101, so not far into it at all, but what it seems like it's about so far is it's a generational story because you're following the mom and then also the daughter. So the mom is Sarah and then the daughter's Gertie or Gertrude. And I think that the title, The Winter People, is that's what Gertrude calls them, and then Sarah called them the sleepers. And it's supposed to be, what it seems to me is that it's people who are between life and death, ghosts, but corporeal, I guess. I don't know. All I know so far is that we've seen a sleeper or whatever, and it's where I think it's Sarah is when she was younger sees a girl that's her same age die and goes to her funeral, and then 2 weeks later sees the girl in the woods, and the mom is don't tell anybody that you saw this. One day maybe you'll love somebody enough to understand why I did this. And I'm what? Is this a Pet Cemetery thing? Oh wait, I think Gabby said that. I think Gabby said that this kind of has Pet Cemetery vibes. Okay, I'm gonna make an assumption that this town is bringing people back from the dead. I don't know. That's my guess. Hello, it is March 8th. It is in the AM. I got to like, oh God, this is going well. I got to like, I'm on chapter 65 out of like 101 or something. So like, I'm like 2/3 of the way done with the Winter People. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling connected. Not feeling connected to the book. I'm not like in it, you know what I'm saying? It's good, but I'm like, I keep being like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, okay. But then there's a couple things that are like gripping me. Like, oh my God, the little girl in the closet. No, no, that is creepy. We don't love that. And then like in the few, like there's like two different timelines. There's like the timeline, I think it's like 1908, and then there's like more recently, and both of them have little girls in it. The little girl in the closet, no. And then in the more recent timeline, when the little girl likes to hide in the closet, absolutely not. And then, oh my God, okay, one real quick, let me tell you that Candace, are we supposed to be scared of her? I literally, like, one, what is Candace's deal? Have I been missing this? Like, what is her deal? Why is she so obsessed with these kids? But she doesn't even, she's not scary. Like, to me, she's annoying. Like, when she shows up, and is this a spoiler? I don't think so. When she shows up to the house and is like, I have a gun, you're gonna have to help me. I was like, bitch, go ahead and shoot me. Go ahead. You won't. You won't. Like, I literally was listening to this, like, Ruthie, just tell her, I dare you. I dare you. Shoot me. Go ahead. Like, bitch. Oh. Anyway, LOL. I have my 5K Q&A that I want to film today. I'm very, very close. I'm at like, I think like 4,940, I think, right now. So like, that's so exciting. I'm like very, very close. So I'm going to film that today, and I am definitely, listen, I'm looking at you, Katie. I'm going to finish the Winter People today. I'm going to do it. And then I'll hit you up later with what I thought about the ending, because I'm hoping some crazy shit happens. I'm out here looking a mess, doing my makeup, but oh my God, this book, everything's connected. It's all connected, and I'm digging it. I'm really, really excited to see how it ends. It's gripping me again. I am fully gripped in this story. I'm on chapter 94 out of 101. Holy shit. Holy shit. What? Just finished it. I'm gonna tell you, from the 20 to like 60% mark, it lost me. But then it came back freaking swinging. Oh my God. Like from the 80% mark on, I was like riveted. Like that 60 to 80%, you're like, okay, I'm back in it. And then the last 20% is like the fucking Twilight Zone. Real good. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. Originally, I was thinking I was gonna give it 3 because, again, like I said, it really lost me for a little while there. But I think it might have been that I was detached and I was like distracted and not paying good enough attention. And then all of a sudden, wha-bam, it just freaking, like so much happened that was so good. And I was like, oh my God, I love these characters. Like, I love so many of these characters, except Candace. Where did Candace come from? Did I black out? Like, that might have happened. I might have not been paying attention, and then when Candace came into the story, I was like, you? Why do we care about you? Like, I think I really just forgot about her, but she was a downer. But everybody else was absolutely amazing. I loved, like, how the story ended. I was fulfilled in the, whenever I said I really wanted a lot of, like, crazy shit to happen, it did. It did. Ha, my God. And like the big depiction of like what you'll do for love. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I totally understand why this is a favorite of Gabby's and why it was a 5-star. I think that if I had been physically reading it, maybe it would have been a 5-star. But then again, I think if I just listened to this book again, I don't know. I don't know if it would be above a 4. But it is a fantastic book. I definitely recommend it. It's really good. It is like a horror, but it's not really like a horror. Like there's a couple things that happen in it. Like one big one that's like horrific, but you don't even see it happen. So if you're squeamish, you'll be fine. Like, you're fine. It's just one thing that's a little triggering because it's kind of horrifying. Okay, I'm just gonna say it for a trigger. It's not like a spoiler, but there is like a trigger of like someone, this is so horrible. I'm like, it's not a big deal. Someone gets their skin peeled off, but you don't see it happen. You don't actually watch it. They just say it happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Wow, I really sound like such a cold-hearted bitch. I'm like, it's like it's not even a horror. It's just this girl gets her like freaking skin peeled off. I'm like, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, 4 stars. I really, really liked it, and I'm very happy that I read this. Gabby, your taste for horror is really good. We made it. We made it to the end of this vlog. We read 5 of Gabby's favorites. Let's see how they tally. So out of the 5, I have 1 3-star, 2 4 stars, and 2 5 stars. The 3-star being by Matt Haig's The Midnight Library. Just wasn't for me. And then we have 2 4 stars. We have Long Bright River by Liz Moore. I did end up pushing this up from a 3.5 that I gave it earlier because it ended up sitting more emotionally with me than I had anticipated. So I bumped this up to a 4-star. And then the other 4-star being The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. I do think I'm going to physically buy this and reread it. Like, that's how intriguing it was to me. And then we have 2 5 stars, which is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I've never read him before, and I'm so glad that Gabby has introduced me to him because his writing is impeccable, and I'm planning on reading his backlist in the future. And then the highest star was The Push by Ashley Audrain. Not only is this a glaring 5 stars, it's so good, it's astonishing, but this is also going on my favorite shelf because like this book is flawless. It's flawless, and not enough people talk about this book. But anyway, all 5 of those books we have read for Gabby. I hope you enjoyed watching this so much. Like, I had such a fun time making this, and you should really check out Gabby. She's absolutely fantastic. I will have my Goodreads and my Instagram linked down below if you want to follow me on there. And please, 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 please stay tuned to watch Gabby and I's live show that will be at the end of this month, where we will be reading The Minders and doing a live show discussing it with you guys. I'm so excited. It will be my first live show I've ever done. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing day, evening, night, dawn, whatever you're having, and I will see you in a video coming very soon. Bye.